You stayed the last time. You always stayed. Even when the room went cold, even when no one noticed you were still trying, you stayed anyway. You told yourself it was patience, it was fear. Fear that leaving meant losing something you never really had in the first place. There was a woman like this. She kept every friendship alive by herself. She texted first. She planned the meetups. She forgave the silence again and again and called it understanding. People liked her, but they didn't chase her. Not once. She thought that was normal. Most people do. Then one week, she stopped. No announcement, no dramatic exit. She simply stopped reaching first. And something strange happened. The people who barely noticed her before suddenly did. Why? Psychologist Robert Cialdini spent years studying why people react this way. He found that value isn't created by presence. It's created by the possibility of absence. When something feels permanent, the mind stops paying attention to it. When it feels like it might disappear, the mind suddenly pays very close attention. She didn't become more interesting. She became less guaranteed. That's the part most people misunderstand about walking away. It isn't punishment. It isn't a performance. It's simply the truth becoming visible. When you remove yourself, people finally see what your presence was actually doing. Roy Baumeister, who studied belonging for decades, found something else just as important. Humans don't just want connection. They want connection that requires effort. Ease, oddly enough, breeds neglect. Struggle, even a small amount, breeds appreciation. She had made herself too easy to keep, so no one bothered trying. Here's the twist most people never expect. Walking away doesn't work because it punishes anyone. It works because it removes the illusion that you'll always be there no matter what. And once that illusion breaks, people are forced to face something they'd been avoiding. Whether they actually valued you or just assumed you'd always be around to value. Most people think self-respect is loud, a speech, a confrontation, a dramatic goodbye. It isn't. Self-respect is quiet. It's the moment you stop performing your worth for people who never asked to see it. It's choosing silence over explanation, distance over pleading. What makes this even more interesting is that this pattern rarely shows up alone. People who overextend themselves in relationships often fall into a second trap without realizing it. One tied to timing. One tied to what the mind starts craving the very moment something feels like it might slip away. Most never connect the two, but they're closer than they think. You've probably lived a version of this story already. In a friendship that only responded when you got busy. In a job that only valued your work once you mentioned leaving. In a relationship that only noticed your effort once you stopped giving it. It wasn't coincidence. It was psychology. Self-determination theory tells us people are drawn to autonomy, not obligation. And when you keep showing up out of fear instead of choice, you're not building respect. You're teaching people that your presence has no cost. The moment you understand this, everything shifts. You stop chasing rooms that were never holding a seat for you. You stop mistaking exhaustion for loyalty. You start letting your absence speak in ways your words never could. She never went back to who she was before. Not because she stopped caring, but because she finally understood something simple. Caring was never the problem. Disappearing into other people was. The day she stopped chasing everyone was the day she finally started being noticed. And maybe that's the real lesson hiding underneath all of this. Walking away was never about leaving people behind. It was about finally arriving somewhere you'd been missing the whole time. Yourself.